Shalom guys, I think you're doing wonderful. Thanks for joining for a general reading. We're going to look at two sides of, you can take this energy however you want. So if you're having two problems and you're trying to figure something out, or you and another person, or you and your job, or however these energies are going to come out for any given person, we're going to take a look at two sides of things. So if you are returning, welcome back, and if you're new, my name is Shannon and I'm glad to have you and all that. Most of the time my channel is very intense, so these readings won't be for everyone. I look at a lot of criminal activity. If it's resonating, it's resonating. If something's going off in your knower because the Great One wants to put something in you about something that could be around you that could be harming, then he will resonate with you. My channel is more for uprooting stupid wickedness and people acting crazy, and nobody's never fallen down and needing to get up. You know, people taking matters in their own hands and going after people because they have a freaking problem on the inside, or they just went too far and things like that. I got a problem with that, and so does the Great One. And you and I should be bold as a lion, like the scripture says. And I'm not church or religious. I'm for truth, and I seek my Father in truth, and his word is truth. And I keep covenant with him, and he says don't murder and don't cheat and don't lie and don't get up in the court of law and testify and, you know, do some stupid. And if you have, then you have an obligation to follow some guidelines on how to fix something. And if people aren't willing to do that, then they fall into their own freaking trap in the end, and they just figure out who they are. And so, you know, sometimes some things can come across on my channel that is very heavy, okay? And unless you and I are not willing to look in the mirror, then, you know, it's a real dangerous place, people. It really just is a dangerous place. I don't know what to tell people. I'm not your judge. I'm just a messenger doing my job and what my daddy from heaven told me to do on this channel. We all have to judge ourselves and take out the beam out of our eyes instead of trying to take out the little speck in somebody else's eye. Until you live that way, you'll never get it. Until you've fallen down and gotten up and teach from that place, you'll never get it. You'll be crude and rude, and I'm sneaky, and I want to take from you, and I'm a liar and a cheat, and all that kind of crap. And I'm just, my channel is just, it speaks against that stuff. And so if you like living that way, you're not going to like my channel. You won't like me, because I will get real intense at times. I feel an intensity where uprightness is concerned, because aren't you sick of seeing the world the way that it is, people? Aren't you sick of people that are supposed to be in leadership being, you know, and they ain't going to be for everybody, because not everybody in leadership is that way. I believe that there are good leadership, but we also have people that are wolves in sheep's clothing, and it's time to rip them out and call them and, you know, and point our finger at the energy of a thing. And we need to pray for our leadership, people. We need to pray for them, okay? But we got some people doing some pretty profound things in society itself, trying to hunt people down. That's unacceptable, people. That's just unacceptable. Just because you got a freaking problem and never sit down and figure something out, and why this and that. And some people have been put in some type of maze and figuring out what in the world, and you put them there just because you're crazy. But yeah, you get them to say this or that, and there's hypocrites all over the place. And we got grown adults that act like children in a lot of ways. And so anyway, my channel just attacks stupidness, okay? It just attacks stupidness. You don't have to like me. I'm not asking for I'm not asking for your votes. I am who the Great One has made me to be, and I'm just fine with that, okay? I've just I don't have anything to prove to anybody except to my Father that I'm willing to even go it alone if no one goes with me, to speak truth right out of your word, and the things that I've fallen down, teach from that place, because I know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm talking about. When you give me a revelation, I'll speak it as well, because you back it up in your word. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. People have to sit up and go, oh, what will people think about me if I say this or that? Well, you got a problem within yourself, okay? You got a problem within yourself, I guess. So anyway, so we got messages out here. So let's just take a look at two different sides. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. It's kind of who I am. I get really intense where the occult, where people are hacking up children, because my little children have been hacked up. My grandchildren have died, and my son has died through stupidness. And so, you know, if you love your children, you get up and fight. And just get up and fight against that craziness in the earth. Jehovah, show me two sides, please. I just invite your presence here, Spirit of truth and understanding. We have the Queen of Wands on one side here. Show me the other. If this is in the upright, this is very spiritual, loving, passionate energy. If it's not, then somebody's a slut and a half. They don't give a rip. They'll just get up and fight, and they'll spread their freaking legs, and then they just they're kook and they're hot head all the time. But if this is in the upright, this is a very spiritual person, would get up and fight with just the same intensity, but be upright about it and take that wand and smite with the truth. Okay, so we have the Justice card, and we have a player energy out here as well. I'm in, I'm out. And so we've got fire energy coming out on both sides, and the law is here as well. We have the letter K showing up here in this reading. Show me another one on this Queen of Wands, please, Jehovah. So we have a Queen and a Knight, and so if you are new, the K, where I'm getting this from, is the letter cuff in the Hebrew, and it means to bend with an anointing or to cuff, because it is the law. There's legal matters around some playing type of energy on some situation. We've got a lot of fire here around the home, or maybe there was a fire in the home, not sure. So we've got the Hermit for mutual energy. Okay, we got the T and the K. Maybe somebody calls somebody TK, I'm not sure, or somebody took something, or somebody's name is Kat or Kathy, involved in some situation. Not real sure, but we have some type of some competition could be on somebody on this side, because there's 5 wands. If somebody plotted something and they did, I mean, actually there'd be 6 wands, because the Hermit also has a wand. So 6 wands on this side, 2 on this side. Somebody plotted something because somebody's a player, okay? Somebody tried to catch somebody up in a net, something's filthy and dirty and all the rest for some people, okay? Because so, you know, something around home or something around a celebration could be here in this reading. So let's see what's going on with this. So secret, this is a counselor, this is a tax collector, a physician could be here involved in something of very high volume wisdom. An older person could be here with the Hermit as well. Okay, so you're dealing with older people in your home and legal matters around some stuff, or medical issues, and somebody's departed and they're just in and out within some situation, and something's here. Okay, but the Tet, filthy, dirty, catch you up, put you down in a net, store you down in clay. There's death issues for some people, energetically, physically, emotionally, spiritually. The Hermit can represent, I'm a disguise. Somebody's a disguise here. That's why there's law. Or somebody works for the law and they're a freaking disguise. Or there's a connection to the law and there's a player here. Okay? Alright. Show me this 4 of Wands and this Queen of Wands. More energy, please. On this side, please, Olva. And thank you very much for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So you're dealing with another queen and an ex issue, or trying to go within, figure something out. If somebody is crosswayed with home matters, or there's a competition between two queens, okay, and somebody's ex is here, and somebody thinks there's a freaking competition. They won't leave something alone because they've already went through some type of a situation. Somebody played somebody somewhere, okay, or this is your sister, or this is your, you know, a mother-daughter situation, or there's just somebody crossway. Somebody just sitting in a stalemate. Somebody set somebody in a freaking stalemate because of their kookishness or something like that. Show me the Justice and the Knight of Wands, please. Show me the Justice, please, Jehovah, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so we do have love and romance situations. The letter Q is out here as well. So we still have, you know, take and took for the phonics is still out here. Okay, on this, somebody played somebody, they took something, they take things, they're a player, okay? somebody's, the Fool is here. So we have another T connection. So we got 2 T connections, a K and a Q, and we still can make the word Cat or Kathy or Kate could also be out here within some situations. Some type of a overturned governmental thing is here known about. Something that was signed, okay, and somebody took something's known about it. It's known about it. And somebody over here on this side has been either set as a stalemate by somebody in the law, okay, because they think there's some type of stupid competition because of something. Something's right up in somebody's face within a matter, okay. Let me take a rune. The Fool can't get out of his vomit. Somebody's a known fool. Somebody could be childish or something like that. That could go back to rebellion type of energy or something like that. Okay, so somebody is dealing with somebody's ex, and we do have somebody X'd out here, okay? So we have the N that looks like an X. Let's go back to rebellion. The 11th house is rebellion. I'm prideful. I'm an ego, and it's going to be about me, and you're going to sit here, and I'm going to try to catch you up and put you in misery because somebody's a freak out here. Somebody got the mark on them or something like that. This is a strong compulsory tie. So somebody did get a divorce because of contractual things are here, and somebody else is passionate within some matter. Then apparently somebody got some type of strong compulsory tie around some stupidness. If you're not dealing with your ex, just something within your freaking family is here. Somebody took something though. Somebody took something. I'm not going to take away from how Jehovah told me to read. He said not to dismiss any phonics. And so we got the N and the X is also here next. Somebody's neck, and somebody died. And I guess somebody freaking died within some stupidness. All right. So this is also somebody who has been set in apathy. Okay, well, somebody's been set down here. You're going to sit here, and you're going to be in, as a stalemate because I got a strong compulsory tie, because I like to eat the vomit because I'm stupid and I'm crazy and I'm fried because somebody's fried over here. Okay, somebody's got a snake on them. I want to catch you up the first chance I got because my God. Somebody's a freaking kook because we know somebody's a murderer. This is somebody who wants to murder somebody and put them down in clay. And you just ain't going to have it. Jehovah's not going to have it. You're in rebellion. And Jehovah's bringing it out here. Somebody's a freak. They're in rebellion. Okay? Something about Texas could be here as well. Tennessee could be here as well. Something about if you tan. Something about tan is here. Anyway, whatever that is. Let's just take some words. Jehovah, you just pick it out. This kind of stuff ticks me off because people are crazy. People just freaking, it's known that somebody's prideful. It's known somebody's willful. It's known that somebody's trying to take somebody down. It's been analyzed so that it's known somebody's a freaking disguise somewhere. It's known somebody needs freaking balance. It's known that somebody's sitting here in apathy because somebody who does have some type of stupid connection or works for the law and thinks that, well, because I'm known, or I have my connections to the law, so I'm just going to be biased to something, and it is what it is, and Jehovah's fixing to take somebody out in a very big way, and it's known that somebody's a freaking kook within some situation. How dare you? How dare you? So we got Lucifer's fall here in Isaiah 14 coming out in this reading. So Isaiah 14, Lucifer's fall. Jehovah has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. I mean, we got people in high authority here. All right. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing when this thing happens. Okay. Hell from beneath is moved for thee. All right. To make thee at thy coming. It stirs up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, and it has raised up they have raised up from their throne all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? We got the sun right here that comes out in the morning time. How art thou fallen, Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart. This is pride here. Both these houses go back to something real prideful, like I said. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house to the prisoners? We got somebody sitting here in their house as a stalemate, and this is just a freaking man that's prideful. All the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt be joined with them in burial. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for his iniquity, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Lucifer is getting judged real hard, and I've done a couple of videos here about people being slain and stuff like that. It's his time. I'm just going to leave this here because I think Jehovah has spoken enough what he wanted to say. If you're a son of Belial and you've been piercing, you wouldn't open up a prison door because you're freaking jealous, or you got the mark of the freaking beast on you because you're in rebellion. You're an abominable branch that's fixing to be thrusted out. And people are going to look at you and go, oh my God, you mean this, is this a man? And that's all it is. Some very freakish, prideful person that's destroyed cities. Abominable. If your scales are not even, you're an abomination.